In this video, we will talk about how to improve your speaking skills. We will give you some tips for giving presentations, asking questions in class, and taking opportunities to speak in everyday life. Speaking in front of others is something that many people feel anxious about, especially if English is not your first language. However, there are some things you can do to help minimize your anxiety and to improve your speaking confidence. Perhaps one thing that makes you anxious is giving an oral presentation, a common type of assessment at university. Successful presentations depend on two things: content and style. Let's look first at content. Basically, you need to make sure you understand your content and know it well. You should be able to speak about your topic without slides or notes if necessary. This does not mean memorizing your presentation word for word, but you should know your topic so well that you could speak about it spontaneously, or if you were asked questions at the end of the presentation. Also consider the order of the information in your presentation. Your content should not jump randomly from one topic to another, so you should develop an outline of your content, like you do when writing an essay or a report, to keep your presentation logical and easy to follow. It is important to check the task and criteria that your lecturer or tutor has set, because tasks can vary. But here is a common approach to presentation content. 1. A hook, to grab the audience's attention, for example, a story or question. 2. An introduction of the presenters and the topic. 3. An outline, the subtopics to be covered. 4. The content as per the outline. 5. Question time and the close, where you thank the audience. Getting the content right for your presentation is always essential, but your presentation style is also important because you need to be able to communicate your ideas in an interesting and impactful way. Now let's look at how to develop a successful presentation style. Firstly, learn by watching others. Watch your lecturers and tutors, and also classmates who speak English well when they present. Secondly, before your presentation, you need to practice. A great way to do this is by recording yourself on your phone. Then, listen and reflect. Are you easy to understand? Do you correctly pronounce the technical or discipline-specific words? Do you speak at the right pace? Do you project your voice? Do you keep to the time allowed? If you keep these recordings, you can compare them later to see if you have improved. Finally, try to be enthusiastic about your presentation, because your audience will respond to your approach. Make sure you share eye contact around the room and be aware of your body language and where you are standing. Everyone in the room needs to feel that you are speaking to them. Don't mumble or speak in monotone, or your audience will lose interest. Of course, presentations should not be the only time you speak at university. As part of the academic community, you are also expected to ask questions and express your opinions in class. You may be expected to lead a tutorial discussion, and you will probably have to work with your classmates on group projects. These situations may be more difficult than presentations because they are harder to prepare for, but some of the same tips for giving a good presentation can also help you in these situations. Firstly, learn by watching others. Notice your classmates when they ask questions or participate in discussions. What language do they use? You should also pay attention to how people around them react. Not everyone is a good communicator. Try to copy the style of effective communicators and learn from the mistakes of the ineffective communicators. Next, know your material. Do the class readings. Make a list of key points and important vocabulary. Prepare questions before the class and write them down. Not only will these strategies help you to learn the material, they will also help you to participate in class discussions. Finally, don't get discouraged or angry if people misunderstand you or react to what you are saying in an unexpected way. This happens to everyone from time to time. Remember that communicating is a two-way street. Listeners need to make as much effort as speakers. Also remember that the more you speak in English, the better you will get. So you need to speak in English at every opportunity. This means both at university and away from it in your everyday life. If you are an international student, you may have housemates and friends from your own country who share your language and culture. Although this can be comforting, it can also have a negative effect on your English speaking skills. If you are in a situation where most of the people around you speak your language, then you need to find other opportunities to speak English. You could join a club at the university, or sign up for an event with Griffith Mates. You could start an international study group, or attend an English help or library workshop. You could also agree to have English-only days at your house. If you increase the amount of time you speak English every day, you will start to see an improvement, not just with your speaking skills, but also with your reading, writing, and listening skills as well.